Football is back, ladies and gentlemen, which now means it's time to get your team's football shirt. But I'm not trying to pay £120 for a football shirt. I'm just saying. But I have found the solution for myself and for you, the lovely audience of the Don Hussam channel, with your own coupon promo code. And this is the solution, ladies and gentlemen. All you've got to do is just go to okjersey.com. As you guys can see, all the options are there. Of course, I'm a Liverpool fan, you guys already know. And then this is the shirt. Look how amazing it looks. I'm just going to go pick my size. And then after that, I'm going to choose the Premier League patch. And listen, I'm too old to be putting any player names on the back. So I'm just going to get it as it is. I'm going to click add to cart, view cart. And this is the same thing that you guys do on any website. You proceed to check out, you fill in all your information. And then after that, coupon code Hussam. When you click this coupon code, you get a 8% discount. Enjoy shopping, guys. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream, Habibis. We have a lot to unpack today. We have a lot to discuss. Make sure guys check out OK Jersey. Use code Hussam, 8% off. You get me. There's plenty of surprises, including a surprise tomorrow. And I'm going to be announcing giveaways as well. So you get me. We're cooking. Chat, we're cooking. Anyway, make sure you guys are slapping that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel right here, right now. Every single one of you guys, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. All the links are in the description. Blue Brother CFC, Staffy's channel and LB's channel, who are both late as per usual every week. Nothing new. You get me? So, yeah. Big up to all of you guys. They're on the way. So I'm messaging them, checking where they're at. Anyway, Souls is a massive celebrity, guys. So he has to go in a bit. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. So we're gonna start off with Arsenal because that's his personal request. You know.
Yeah, I only said start with Arsenal because I need to go. Obviously, like I think Arsenal. This is the first time ever where Arsenal actually speak for themselves right now. I don't even need to what do you want me to say? Like, I don't understand. We just gave Atletico Madrid the biggest battering they've probably ever had, right? They didn't even know what to do, right? They didn't know whether to shower, whether to not shower, whether to go home, whether to stay in the ground. I'm seeing, like, you know what I mean? It was a high pressure situation. But look. In all seriousness,
I knew he was gonna go like jokes aside, blah blah blah.
No, jokes aside. Because
he always presents like the banter bullshit, and then he gets real.
The NPCs aren't here yet. The NPCs aren't here yet. So I'm here with Charlie, who actually respects.
Wow.
So I'm not gonna banter anyone now. Arsenal are doing well, man. Like, honestly, I'm lost for words at how we've transitioned from where we was during the first 5 games of the season to where we are now. And I'm being dead serious because first 5 games of the season, it looked like the same old story. Arteta playing Moreno, Rice and Zubimendi in midfield. Very pragmatic football, very defensive football. We weren't progressing at all. And I was thinking, same old story. Arteta gets all of his attackers. And then now we're playing defensive styles of football. We're not attacking teams. And it was a disaster, genuinely, right? So after the first 5 games, we were 5 points off Liverpool and the world was crumbling down, essentially. But then Arteta decided to really, and fair play to him doing this early, but he decided we need to play attacking-based football now. Otherwise, we're not going to win games.
Sorry, he took them comments personally, didn't he? Like when people
he did.
The City game, like about playing with a handbrake on. He took that personally. And actually, do you know what? He has, fair play to him, he has actually switched it up and gone attacking and is getting the rewards for it. So like we criticize him a lot, but he does deserve credit for doing that.
100%. And he switched it up. And then once he switched it up, we started to play attacking-based football. Okay. And look at how we've changed as a team now. Literally from Newcastle to Olympiacos to West Ham to now Atletico Madrid, we're literally dominating teams. And what's been amazing about Arteta's transition is even though he's playing 10s and he's playing attacking-based football, we're not looking like we're lacking defensively either. We're still a rock at the back. We're still not conceding goals. And genuinely now, if Arteta can continue to play as he is today, as he's doing game by game, we're looking like a rock defensively and we're scoring goals as well. And now I'm going to pause the football knowledge serious part and I'm going to go into bantering Hussam because I'm triggered about something I've just remembered. So this absolute scrub of a human being, came on stream. This is Hassam. Came on stream doing a hate watch along for Arsenal Atletico. And after the first goal, Charlie, he goes, "Oh, it's set piece again. But they know it's not sustainable. Just for him to shut his mouth 10 minutes later, after we score an amazing goal, after we score an amazing goal from Martinelli from open play, and then we score.
But you don't even like Martinelli.
No. Don't try and split the script. You came on stream on a live show and said, "Oh, set piece FC. There you know it's not sustainable." Stop talking about set pieces. It's a method to be able to score a goal in the Premier League. Why are you laughing at set pieces? Every team does set pieces. Every team does throw-ons. Every team takes corners. Just because we take them better and we have better goal scorers as centre-backs, you can't hate on that. Unless you injure Gabriel and unless you injure Declan Rice and Saka, we're going to continue to score set pieces. And no one's going to stop.
So you think it's sustainable, right?
It's 100% sustainable.
Okay, you had 21 corners against Arsenal and City. Why didn't you score against Liverpool and City? Why didn't you score any of them?
Because in those two games, the teams were defending well enough to defend those corners.
So they're not sustainable then?
They're sustainable for the majority of the games. That doesn't mean they're going to stay in for every game. Ultimately, Ultimately,
when you need it, when push comes to shove, you can't use them.
Bro. I'm sick of these teams coming online and start saying we're set piece FC, bro. Stop laughing at set pieces because you guys can't do them, bro. Van Dijk literally makes it his whole mission to score a goal from the header every game
after a win.
He scored 2 last night.
No, it's not that. Exactly.
Yeah, and 3 open play goals. So now what?
Exactly.
Yeah, and no Mo Salah on the pitch.
No, that's fine. We're going to get to Mo Salah. The point is, for the people that are laughing at Arsenal scoring set pieces, Gabriel is the best centre-back in the world at scoring those headers. We know he is. And teams can't stop him. He bullies everyone, right? So we have to respect us. And a lot goes into taking a set piece. People think, oh, it's just Gabriel doing his thing. Look at the set piece from Declan Rice. The ball is as important as the finish. Right, Saka and Declan Rice are amazing at their craft. They do what they do. Right now, the point that I'm saying is we're playing more attacking football. We're beating teams.
Okay, now to put the banter aside, what has changed?
I'll tell you what's changed. One, he's dropped Moreno and he's finally playing a 10. Right. 2, he's allowing the fullbacks to overlap more and really drive forward. Right, he's not playing that pragmatic football that I'm seeing him playing those first 5 games. The fullbacks are going forward. Introducing a 10 is very, very important because we know when Moreno plays, we don't win games and we don't score goals. So that's what's changed. And 3, overall, in terms of game style, we're just attacking a lot more. Like I saw us take the lead. And usually when Arsenal take the lead, Arteta goes, okay, slow down. You've taken the lead, defend now. Now we're actually going for more and going for more and going for more. Like we're not playing pragmatic football anymore. We're playing attacking-based styles football where we're scoring good goals. And another thing that's changed, some of our players are just playing better. Martinelli is playing better than he did last season, right? So you can put that on whoever you want. Is it based on Arteta? Is it Martinelli who's finally just fucking woken up? Our players that weren't performing are performing now, right? So Arteta deserves credit. The team deserves credit. And honestly, I'm blown away about how Arsenal are playing at the moment. Genuinely, I'm blown away. Like that Atletico Madrid game.
Do you think it will carry on now? Do you think you'll have momentum to push through with this season?
If we stay injury free, yes. Genuinely, if we stay injury free, look, I'm never going to say we're favourites for the UCL because that same game you saw Arsenal beat Atletico 4-0. I saw PSG slap a team 6-2.
Leverkusen,
Yeah, Leverkusen. I'm seeing amazing teams in the UCL, so I'll never say we're favourite for the UCL. That's fine. You want to turn it into a banter show.
I'm not. I just misclicked.
When I go into banter, he starts waffling.
I just misclicked something. I clicked something by mistake, bro.
That's fine. Keep living on nostalgia. You
can ask Charlie and LB sometimes on StreamYard. You just misclick some.
Bro, keep living in the past. You look like you live in the past anyway. I'm telling you. Anyway, what I'm gonna say is this. Big up Arsenal, big up Arteta, and just like you respect the players for good performances, big up the manager for what he's doing as well. Because all these Arsenal frauds that spent all summer sitting there on their keypads going, Arteta needs to be sacked, Arteta needs to go, he's a bad manager, he's never going to win anything for Arsenal. Even if you give him his attackers, he's not going to do anything. Listen, I'm going to say one thing now. I swear on my life, and I'm saying this on stream to make sure it's live. Every single Arsenal fan that said to Arteta he needs to lose his job at the end of last season, you best hope he doesn't win a Prem or a Champs. And if he does win a Prem...
but wait a sec. You can flip that on you as well, bro.
Okay, I criticised him. I can... As I said to you...
but hang on a minute. The thing is with this shit, I had this conversation the other day with another Arsenal fan who's saying exactly the same thing as you. Yeah?
Okay.
Because you're crashing it on the Arteta routers, yeah? Saying they better hope that we don't win anything this year. But at the same time, could you not just say, like, flip it back at you and say, well, you better hope that you do win something this year?
100%. But here's my point. LB.
No,
it's not a dead argument, and I'll tell you why.
It is a dead argument because you
but let me explain.
You win something, bro.
Okay, but let me explain. As an Arsenal fan, I criticised Arteta over the summer. There is a big difference between criticising someone and calling for his job. Because criticising someone means you failed, you've done bad, and you need to improve. But I still believe you can improve. So because I've criticised Arteta over the summer, if he wins a Prem or a Champs this season, I can praise him. But those Arsenal fans like TK, like Ashraf, like Saad, these frauds who came out and said he needs to be sacked, that means you gave up on the manager. So don't try and backtrack a year later and go, oh, I knew Arteta would do it.
Right, okay, but then if you don't win anything this year,
then I'm wrong. Then I was wrong. Then I deserve to be slandered. I deserve to be criticized. I put my neck on the line when I said that I believe he
So you're right. So can we just have this in writing? Yeah, 23rd of October 2025. You are accepting it. If you don't win anything this year, you can be slandered.
I'm accepting.
And you can be blamed. Yeah, Ashraf. You're talking about Ashraf. Yeah. Yeah, and you shouldn't speak on other people, yeah, when they're not here to defend themselves, bro. Yeah,
I don't give a shit. Bun Ashraf.
No, but the fact is, yeah, if you're crashing it out on Ashraf,
the link.
No, if you're, send him the link, man.
Bun Staffy as well. If
yeah, for saying Arteta out, then you're to blame as a fan if you don't win anything this year.
Correct.
Because you can't have it. You can't.
Okay, so you've asked me a question.
Nice, correct. It's confirmed.
So now I can answer it.
It's not a question. It's a statement.
No. You asked me a question, and then you're answering the question.
Nah, I don't really need it. I don't really need an
answer.
Fine.
I know. I will say what I'm willing to accept. If Arsenal don't win a Prem or a Champs this year, then what I said about Arteta in the summer, which is give him his attackers and give him one more year, is correct. And I deserve to be slandered, and I was wrong. And my opinions deserve to be questioned. And I can accept that. But in the same sentence, what I will not accept, if Arsenal win a Prem or a Champs this year, I don't mind Arsenal fans praising the players. I don't mind Arsenal fans celebrating. They're allowed to celebrate. Of course, they're allowed to celebrate. Yeah. But leave the manager out of your flipping mouths. Don't you dare speak on his name.
But you think an Arsenal fan, if they're going to win the league, is going to start slandering the manager when they just won the league?
No, don't praise the manager because you weren't backing him when he was there. So don't back him when he wins something.
Wait.
It's like,
okay.
I'll give you an example. Hold on. Let me give you an example. If I own a company, okay, and I have an example.
We've got an example.
Let me give you an example.
We don't need another example.
Let me give you a scenario. If I have an employee who works for my company, so I'm the owner of Arsenal and I have an employee. If Arteta fails 5 years in a row, let's just say he fails. I don't believe that he failed, but let's say Arsenal fans think he failed. You have a choice to make, Hassan. You can either keep that employee in the company and go, you know what, you failed, but I think next year is your year for you to succeed. Or as an owner, you can go, I believe you deserve to lose your job. I have no faith that you can turn this around at all. If you fire that employee, you can't a year later, if he does well, come back and go, oh, you know what? I want to hire you again. Do you know why? Because, I thought you were dog shit and you should leave. But now I think you're good again. No, if you kept him and you criticized him and you had hope in him, you deserve to praise him. If you called for his job and you wanted him to leave, you can't come back and praise him a year later. Shut your mouth.
Okay, but it's not a year later, is it? It's 6 years later.
It doesn't. No. I'm talking about when you called for his job. Arsenal fans that I know, I'm not talking about everyone. The Arsenal fans I know, they wanted him sacked last season. This summer, that just happened. So that was the first time I heard from their mouths. They want Arteta to leave his job.
In your example, the bit that you left out is that this employee that you've made up hasn't just been failing for 1 year. He's failed for multiple years.
Exactly. So should he have been sacked in the summer, LB? Yes or no?
I think he should have gone.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so you guys believe he should have been sacked. I believe
multiple years.
That's fine. So if I asked you in the summer, if Arteta buys his attackers, can he win the league next season? Hussam, Charlie, and LB, and all Arsenal fans that I know said to me, even if you give him what he wants, he's not a good enough.
Yeah, we would have said no. Correct.
Exactly.
Said no.
So if you would have sacked him if he was the owner of the company.
I would have sacked him last year. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I believed all the criticism you guys gave him, but I believed he could do it in one more year. If I'm now right and he wins that Premier Champs, what right do you guys have to turn around and praise?
Well, the problem with that is, in this, again, hypothetical scenario, I wouldn't have sacked Arteta and then just not had any manager at the football club. I would have actually employed a manager who might have also won the league this year. And you can't say that's bollocks because Slot come in and won the league
let him we can't quantify. No.
Let LB speak.
Because he was interrupting me.
No, you're a fraud.
You asked the question. You literally asked the question.
Hold that mute.
You asked the question. I answered the question.
My man muted me on a live show.
Yes, because
dictatorship.
His answer and he cooked you. So you think LB would have sacked Arteta and just let Arsenal what? Like he would have made Saka player manager.
No, let him speak. Yes, any other manager could have come in and could have won the league.
Exactly, just like Klopp won the league.
Anyone can win the league. We could have hired Thomas Frank and he could have won the league. We don't know who could have won the league. The point is we're talking about the existing person who's currently employed. Everyone knew Arteta was not getting sacked in the summer. Everyone knew it. You knew it. LB knew it. Arteta was never going.
You won't get sacked this summer.
Cool. So then I asked Ashraf and Saad and Sammy and TK specifically. I said to them, bro, do you have any hope? Could you at least back the manager for one more season? Even though he's failed, cool. Give him one more season. Do you believe he can win the Premier Champ? They said no, absolutely not. Even if we give him whoever, they cannot win the league.
Okay.
So if he now goes and wins the league, you can praise the club, you can celebrate with the team, you can be as happy as I'm going to be, but you can't go ahead and praise the manager because you weren't there for him.
Why don't?
Because you were calling for his job. You wanted him sacked.
That's ridiculous.
Because if I
how stupid is that? These snowflake fans. No, Charlie, I'm triggered now. No, Charlie, I'm triggered now. Stop being a flipping snowflake. I'm sick of these snowflake Arsenal fans. If you're not going to back the manager when he's there, don't back him when he wins. What the hell is this, bro?
Yeah, okay, I hear that, but let me just give an example for Chelsea, for example, right? I wasn't for the Garnacho signing, right? Don't think he's that great. Don't think we should have signed him. So if he does well, does that mean that I can't show my support for the player when he's done well? My opinion can't change. I only have the opinion I had when they first arrived.
You're talking about a player that hasn't joined the club yet. We're talking about an employee who's currently employed by the club. Noni Madueke joined Arsenal. Everyone said they didn't want him. If Noni Madueke does well, we've got to say my bad and we've got to now back him.
That's fine, but why can't I do that with the manager as well?
Because the player hasn't joined the football club yet. The manager's already managing the club. You've decided a manager that's managing the club, you've called for his head. You've said you want him sacked
after years of failure.
That's fine. So, if you want the manager sacked from a football club, if he goes and does well next season and he wins something, you can never turn around and try and praise the manager because you didn't back him in the first.
Yes,
why do you have to back him the whole time though? Like,
I'll tell you what. No, you don't have to back him. I can praise him. I'll tell you why I can praise him because even though I criticized him, I believed in him. Once you've given up on someone, you can't then give up on someone and go, oh, but now I want you back. It's like dumping your girlfriend because you think she's ugly and go,
yes,
it's like dumping your girlfriend because you think she's ugly. And once she loses a bit of weight, you go, know what? Now you look
bro, you can't just put the microphone right next to your mouth and just like do this, brother.
We have louder microphones, mate.
I don't have expensive microphones like you guys do. So I've got to put in a bit of extra talk on it. What I'm saying is, I believe people deserve criticism. I'm with you guys. Arteta deserved slander, and I slandered him as much as everyone else did. The difference is, me, Egal, other Arsenal fans, we still believed he could win something.
And that's cool.
So let's just say Arteta knew us. Let's say Arteta knew all four of us on the stream. Even though all of us criticized him, if Arteta was to win the league, he would come back to me and go, you know what? Because you believed I could do it in one more year, you deserve to be with me at this time. You other scrubs that wanted me gone, don't try to come back to me now after you called for my job.
He doesn't know us. Why are you making all these hype?
That's fine. The point is,
we don't know the guy.
The point is, listen, and this could be premature because we might not win.
Just responded to me, Souls. He said,
I don't care what
I'm at work, and tell him he's supposed to be there as well.
I'm actually not supposed to be there. Ashraf knows nothing about my work life, so ban Ashraf. Anyway, listen. Look. In all seriousness, this could be your banner because we could win nothing, and this stream's gonna come back to bite me. But all I'm saying is, big up Arsenal because we're one of the best teams in Europe now. I want to give some special shout outs here to two defenders, Gabriel and Jurian Timber, who bring up that stupid scrub. What's that guy's name? The guy with loads of hair on his head, who was telling me Reece James is better than Timber. Who is that?
Anyway, I think Reece James just is better than Timber.
He's not. I think he's nowhere near Timber. That's where me and you differ. I think Timber is the best right back.
Nowhere near.
I think
it's outrageous.
I think Timber,
nowhere near is like Matthias Nunes at right back.
Don't slander Matthias Nunes because Nunes is a decent player. Okay, maybe not nowhere near. I think.
So it's okay for me to say it's not okay to say Matthias Nunes is nowhere near, but it's okay to say Reece James is nowhere.
No. Actually, no. Look, I rate Reece James, right? I'm saying that they're top two in my opinion in the league. I think Timber's better than him, and the reason why I think Timber's better than him, I think Timber defensively is a lot better. I think going up against him 1-on-1, Timber's better. No. One-on-one defending, Timber's the best one-on-one defender in the world at that right back position. Genuinely, Timber, in my opinion, is the best right back in world football. I'm sick of him.
You're gonna fucking defend your boy, or what?
I'm just gonna hear him out first.
Timber goes in every single game and puts in a 9 out of 10 performance. I don't very rarely see him get beat by anyone one-on-one. He attacks just as well as he defends. He's always playing alongside Saka. I'm seeing him inverting with Saka, running down the wing, putting in crosses, the defending, his work rate, his strength, his ability. I think he's the best right back in the world. Genuinely, right? If you cover off overall right back. Yeah.
First of all, neither of them are best right back in the world because Hakimi exists.
I know you're going to say Hakimi. Hakimi is the best right back going forward, in my opinion.
No, he's the best right back overall. I'm sorry. This is no longer to.
I wouldn't argue with that. Hakimi could be the best right back in the world because obviously, big up Hakimi, my Moroccan brother. I'm never gonna say anything else about Hakimi. But listen, I think Timber is one of the best right backs in the world, definitely the best right back in the league, and I think Gabriel this season, right, is the best centre back in the world.
I would say that Gabriel is actually better than Saliba.
I agree.
This season he is.
Is that a mad take?
It's not a mad take. This season he's been the best centre back in the league. He's been the best centre back in the league this season.
LB, you're muted.
You're on mute, LB.
I think Gabriel's better than Saliba last year as well, bro.
Yeah, I think Gabriel is.
Yeah, true. LB's right. Defender. No, Gabriel had a better season than Saliba.
The thing is with Gabriel, the Gabriel's like more sort of like. It's actually easier to do it the other way around. I think Saliba's more sort of like the more modern, aesthetically pleasing centre back. Yeah. So like whenever he does like these nice dribbles or nice passes or whatever, but I just think Gabriel's your no nonsense defender for me.
Yeah, but look, I think he is.
Mint, though.
I think he is. But against Atletico Madrid, what told me he's the best centre back in the world. Yeah, is I saw him score a goal against Atletico Madrid, and in the same attack, right, runs back and literally has a goal-saving challenge on the other end. He's there to defend Saliba when Saliba's making mistakes. His aerial ability, he scores goals. He's everywhere on the pitch. I very rarely see him get bodied. I saw him have a one-on-one race with Alvarez, which again he nearly lost, but he still ended up getting a last-ditch tackle in. Bro, I'd never see him get cooked. And genuinely
this is enough on Arsenal because because Souls has to go in like 20 minutes, so I want to get his opinion on Liverpool as well. Big up to Bermuda Gunnar who says LFC scored 2 set pieces last night. Hussam the fraud.
You are a fraud, bro.
He changed my life. Big up.
Sam's a fraud. Sam's a fraud as well, bro. He's a fraud. Speak about no. And look. And if you think you're gonna come on this stream now and talk about Liverpool Frankfurt, we're gonna speak about Liverpool Man United first. We're gonna speak about Man United.
No, we're definitely gonna do Liverpool Frankfurt because it's the most recent. Okay, so why was he just speaking about Arsenal?
Because my nan could have beat Frankfurt.
Why didn't we talk about Arsenal Fulham?
We didn't need to because they won.
Why are rivals so
exactly, Charlie.
You say rivals are
Charlie, thank you very much, Charlie. Honestly, you just cooked Hassam there. Thank you. Very good point. God. Look, put me on big screen does nothing. I will keep cooking you. Hassam's a fraud.
Why are
liar.
rivals so obsessed with Arteta? Habibi, it wasn't us who brought it up.
Yeah, we didn't
Souls
even bring
brought
him
it
up.
No, we didn't
Start
mention
giving-
it. We didn't mention him.
Start giving
They
war
are obsessed
speeches.
with
You
Arteta.
get me?
You know why? Because if you check the guys, if you check Hussam, I'm not gonna quote LB because I don't watch his content. But if you check Hussam's channel, he spent
Wow, you
all,
just said
he
fuck
spent
LB publicly.
no,
You don't watch his
but
content.
I rate LBs. Don't ever try to do that. Listen,
You rate LB, why don't you
Hussam,
watch his
of course I rate him.
content?
Hussam
Hey
spent
Charlie,
all
I rate you,
summer.
I don't watch your content. Wow.
Hussam all summer. Most of his views he was getting on his channel was him chatting shit about Arteta. He's obsessed with him.
That's a complete That's a complete lie.
He's a fraud.
That's a complete lie. Most of the views I got was me doing Isa converts transfer streams. So hold
Yeah,
that.
and talking about
Anyway.
Sesko and Gyökeres.
Yeah, and Sesko is linked to Liverpool as well. By this logic, if I was Mikel Arteta out for 2 years after the bottle season, would you owe me an apology for the last 2 years? Don't want any excuses for
No.
those seasons.
Oh!
Hold smoke! Hold smoke from an Arsenal fan as well. Respond.
That is very
Respond.
true.
Old smoke.
As I said, if somebody was Arteta out 2 years ago, and I said to him he'll win next season, and he didn't win last season, if he came to me and told me this, I would have to apologize. Why? Because he wanted him out. But the Arsenal fans I know only wanted him out this summer that just passed. And also, sorry, Hussam, I have to say one more thing about Gyökeres because all of you have stayed silent now. I want to say one thing. Big up Gyökeres. Yeah, there were 2 fluky-ish goals, but to be honest with you, it's going to be amazing for his confidence. We need him to really start. Wait. Why is LB laughing?
The 27-year-old that you brought in as a ready-made striker that you paid what 70 million quid for. You're talking about confidence for getting 2 tap-ins from 3 yards out, bro. How are we doing here?
He scored more goals than your striker midweek. So what's your point?
Oh my
We're not
God,
doing
back
that,
up
are we?
the-
Oh my God.
That's me being shameless. That's me being shameless. I'm being shameless there.
Oh
I'm being
my
shameless
God,
there.
bro.
You're
You
trying
need
to
to
be
go back to
shameless.
work, bro. Go back
Anyway,
to work,
anyway. Big up to all of you guys. Guys, we have 600 people locked in. I
Big up,
appreciate you
big
guys. That's the equivalent of like 3K before the algorithms fucked us at the start of the month. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Big up every single one of you guys. Please hit the like button right now. Subscribe to the channel. Also go subscribe to all my brothers on the panel. So, Liverpool, guys. You get me? We won a game of football.
Well done.
We won. It's not 5 L's on the row. LB called me after the first goal conceded, fraud, and then he switched game. He was doing LFC Frankfurt, and then he switched to Madrid.
I was always watching the Madrid game.
My spies told him. My spies told him. You know my spies.
I dual
told him.
screened it, bro. But my primary game was the Real Madrid game.
Your primary game was Liverpool Frankfurt until Liverpool scored the third.
It fucking wasn't. It was Real Madrid.
Why lied? Why lied, mate?
I was watching Yildiz ball out.
You're watching Yildiz. That's Arsenal future player. Anyway,
Maybe.
your thoughts on Liverpool, guys?
But I've got 2 questions for you, Hussam. The first question is, I'd like you to explain what your manager meant by the fact that they couldn't win the previous games because the ball was in the air. You're the Premier League champions. You've broken the British transfer record twice, and your manager's coming out and saying the difference between last night and the previous games was the ball was on the floor, not in the air. Can you please explain this utter nonsense?
Listen, managers waffle in press conferences. You should never.
No. That's a cop out. I'd like. What is your manager saying? Because that was pure delusion, and that's the sort of thing that if Arteta had said it, he'd be getting absolutely battered. So we need to bring the same energy, and you need to explain why he's saying that nonsense.
It can't be same energy to a guy who doesn't win.
No. If we're not talking about
He has
that.
won. He won an FA Cup. So go on.
Anyway, so I'd like an explanation on that. Why is your manager talking about? Why can't you play when the ball's in the air?
Listen, he's just making bullshit excuses in the media. It's as simple as that. There is no excuse to lose balls on the air or whatever it is. It's just simple as that. Like that's a nothing argument, Charlie. You know you're better than this. You know that this like. Well, since when do we take what managers say in press conferences seriously?
It's out. He said it, so we just have to get an explanation for it from you, seeing as you are representing Liverpool. Another question, second question. Staffy said it a couple of weeks ago or last week or whatever about Mo Salah. He was shocking against Man United. He was dropped, and you suddenly score 5 goals and look a much better team. are you willing to accept that when you were defending him a few weeks ago that you were wrong?
No, and I'll tell you why. Because yesterday, Gravenberg didn't play, McAllister didn't play, Kirkus didn't play, and Bradley didn't start. So is Frimpong, is Bradley, Kirkus, McAllister, and Gravenberg also the problem?
Well, they could be, but point is, you scored 5 goals. No, the point is, you scored 5 goals, right? And the attack.
Gravenberg was one of the people that everyone looked at on this Liverpool side and said, like, he's one of the best DMs in the world right now. The way he's playing.
But we're talking from an attacking perspective. You scored 5 goals, and that setup that he done yesterday. By the way, this is not me saying that Salah's shit. I don't think Salah's shit. None of us think he's shit, but it's clearly not really working for him at the moment. And for that one game, the attack looked way better with him not in it. And also against United, Frimpong come on for 10 minutes and done more in 10 minutes than Salah done in 80 minutes. So
I disagree with both your statements. First of all, Salah created 2 chances for us against Man United, the 2 Gakpo ones that he hit the post. So he didn't do less than Frimpong. Frimpong created 1 chance. Also, when it comes to like us attacking better or whatever it is, look, I think the half where we looked so much more fluid is the second half. Isak as well got substituted after the first half. Like they subbed Isak
he's
off.
Injured, isn't he? Something wrong with his
hooked.
Injury and hooked fraud.
Yeah, tell me about Ekiteke, bro. Told you this guy was a baller.
He's better than Isak.
I told you last week, on Terry's channel, and the guy wasn't having it, man. Yeah, I'm telling you now,
Bro, he's your best forward.
Striker, bro.
He's your best forward.
Yeah, honestly, man, he's good player. I don't know why you were so reluctant on that show just to accept that I was right, bro.
Bro, it's no problem to admit that Ekitike is better than Isak right now.
Isn't it? But why does Sam struggle so hard?
Who's saying I'm struggling? Why?
Oh, bro, let's hear you say it then.
You do realize that I did the most Ekitike prop this whole summer.
No, we're not talking about the summer. We're talking about the present
right
time,
now.
Bro.
No, but it's actually more difficult to do prop in the summer because he hasn't kicked a ball for us yet.
But he's kicked a ball now. And are you willing to accept that Ekitike right now is better than Isak?
You know, Charlie, let me tell you something.
Sometimes
you ask a question thinking that you're asking something edgy.
It's a yes or no.
Is the striker that scored 6 goals better than the striker that scored 1? Yes. Wow.
Yeah, but no. You said to me last week on Terry's channel that the reason you need to play Isak is because you need Isak to score 20 league goals.
Yeah, I do need him to score goals.
But Ekitike has already scored 6 goals this season. And he looks better than him.
Yeah.
I think
he's better for the team as well.
I think the guy's a better player, bro. Like, that's just it, in my opinion. And like, you don't want to be sat there and saying, "Oh, actually, LB, you might be right. Ekiteke might be better than Isak," because you don't want to accept that potentially the £80 million striker, is better than a £120 million striker.
No, I don't care about that. I want my club to win. It doesn't matter to me. I want my club to win.
So
I'm just saying, look, we need Isak's goals. And by the way, yesterday we looked fluid with.
Why do you need Isak's goals when Ekitike's scoring goals?
Because we need both of them to score goals.
Well, yeah, fine.
We need goals, bro.
Of course, everyone needs all their players to score goals. But why is it so hard to accept that Ekitike should be playing it ahead of Isak right now?
Hard to accept based on what are you saying? It's hard to accept.
It's hard to accept that Ekitike. You can't for some reason say that Ekitike should be playing ahead of Isak and is better than Isak right now. Why is that so hard to say?
But why are you superimposing an opinion?
Because you said this to me last week on Tuesday.
Ekitike has been the best striker signed this summer. The whole summer, he's been the best striker signed.
I said to you, you need to start playing with Ekitike. You need to not be playing with Isak. Yeah, Ekitike needs to be the main priority right now, and you didn't want to hear it, bro.
No, bro, the chat are telling you. Bro, the chat are telling you to say it.
I said Isak is more likely to score goals. That's it. So I want him to play, basically.
Someone in the chat said you're an Isak sexual.
I love Ekitike. That's why I was doing Ekitike prop in the summer, and I was like, Ekitike, you saved my life against Frankfurt when I was celebrating. I think I love Ekitike. I absolutely love Ekitike. So I have no problem. Listen, at this moment in time, drop anyone you want, bro. As long as we get results, we have to start winning games.
We pleased with Wirtz, by the way. He actually looks much better.
2 assists on your
3
head top.
assists. He got 3 hat trick of assists.
Was it 3?
2 assists.
Yeah, he
2.
got one. He got one in the first half, bro.
No, he got 2 assists. That was Robertson.
In the first, no, in the first half. The Frankfurt goal.
Look at this fraud. He called me after Wirtz lost the ball, and he was like, "Are you happy Wirtz got an assist?" This guy is such a shameless fraud. Honestly, you can.
And then he played some clip, Charlie. I played a clip, bro. Go on, play the clip, man.
Which one? My clip.
Run the clip.
The video that you had saved for about 2 months.
Oh,
yeah,
it's a whole song.
It's obviously there.
We can play the original.
Oi, get the checkbook out this summer. Hey, Florian. Oh, art thou Florian? I believe you're looking for a new football club, my mate. Hey, England, Manchester, Etihad, this Stad will be playing Champions League football next year, my friend. Yeah, how about you take a little 2-2 Ryanair jet from Leverkusen over to Manchester. We'll get you a nice hotel stay. Little 2-2 medical, £300,000 a week. Couple bonuses thrown in there. 2-2 Ballon d'Or in a couple years. Champions League. Happy days. You want to go Bayern Munich. Little 2032 Bayern Munich driller. Happy days. We get the next up and coming star. Hey, how about it, Florian? Florian. How art thou, Florian?
That wasn't the one. That weren't the clip, was it?
That wasn't the fucking
that was
clip.
the clip
Obviously, that was the fucking clip. Yeah, you having a laugh? Play the clip.
He knows that's not the clip as well.
Which clip? No. I actually thought that's the
I
one you
want
meant.
the song, bro.
Oh, but I'm not gonna play the whole song though.
Yeah, but we didn't see it, bro.
Yeah, bro, play the song.
Yeah, it's that red wave.
Florian.
Works in Frimpong. Touchdown to Merseyside.
Hey.
Let's go. Slide through the pitch like a phantom glide.
Florian.
Number 10 vision got the pram on fire.
Happy now?
Who made that? Did you make that, Sam?
Did he fuck?
No, he didn't.
He's a chemical engineer. He doesn't
I
know how
don't
to
mix
use Premiere
videos.
Pro.
That's
This
what
guy
I
doesn't
need
know how
to
to
do.
use Premiere Pro, bro. Come on, man.
I don't know how to use it, but Dimitri made it and sent it to me. Shout out Dimitri. Big up all the Russians in the chat. You get me? Don't fuck with the Russians, guys.
Yeah, we have mind games.
So is that him done now for another 2 months now, or what?
No. Khalas, it's over.
When are we seeing the Prem GA? Because he's gone back to Germany where he's comfortable. He's done well. Are we going to see that same against Brentford on Saturday or whenever it is?
Listen, man, we have to win. We have to win.
They've got. Just to give my quick input on Liverpool because I do need to dip off in a bit. Obviously, good performance against Frankfurt. I watched the game. I rate Atletico highly, man. What a baller. Genuinely rate him so highly.
Agreed.
Wish we signed him. But Atletico needs to play 100%. Isak's a worry, still been a worry. Wirtz has shown me nothing that has told me he's going to, like, obviously, look, you got 2 assists, okay. But again, still need to wait and see. Salah being out the team maybe has changed stuff because they were playing a lot better, a lot more fluid without Mo Salah. So again, it'll be interesting to see what Slot's going to do now. He's going to continue to drop Salah. I think it's impossible for you to drop someone earning over 400 grand a week. But could happen, could happen. And yeah, man, look, I was a bit concerned that they won yesterday because I was hoping that the losing streak would keep going. They've got some tough Premier League games coming up. They still have Villa away. They still have City away. Again, I just need them to drop as many points as possible so we can get as ahead of them as possible before January. That's what I'm hoping for. So I do think, look, I do think not having Salah on the pitch did change a lot. Let's wait and see because everyone's favourites for winning the league at the start of the season was Liverpool. So was mine. Because of the players that they had.
So what's yours? Why didn't you back your manager to win the league? Why didn't you back your manager after you signed the forward? Don't come now begging it, mister. Why didn't you back your manager?
No, I'm not begging it. Look, I hope you don't win the league. And these last 2, 3, 4 games has told us that you might not win the league. But it's gonna be difficult because, and this is what I've always said, if the players that they bought can gel, it's gonna be over. Because I thought you would walk the league, genuinely. When you signed Isak and you signed Atletico and you signed Wirtz and you literally signed all the best players in the world. You literally just thought, you know what? Who's the best cam in the world?
You signed a guy who scored 50 goals last season in a single
That's
year.
fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. But they literally went into the market and went, who's the best?
Also, by the way,
no. They went in the market and said, who's the best striker in the world? Okay, let's buy him. Who's the best 10 in the world? Let's buy him. Literally, who's one of the best up and coming players in world football? Let's buy him. They actually bought everyone that they could have bought. Literally, every Arsenal fan that I know, even the pessimist, even the positive one, said, "Cool, we need to win the league," but Liverpool are obviously clear favourites because of who they signed. And you coming off the back of winning the league, you kept Salah. And you sign additions on top of Salah. How can you win the league with Mo Salah and then sign Ekitike, Wirtz, and Isak and not think you're going to walk the league? So it's not
the point. The point is you think it.
By the way, as well, just real quick, someone in the chat's talking about, Isak's not fully fit. We're not running this.
That's rubbish.
We're not running this.
No,
the manager has already said that you can judge him from now. He said that a couple of weeks ago, and people are still saying, we can't judge him. He's not fully fit. No, that nonsense can't run anymore.
Yeah, the fitness is no longer a thing now.
No, that's not a thing. Whoever was saying that in the chat, that can't run. That's nonsense.
It definitely can't run. And look, obviously,
because you have to go. Chelsea fan saying 1v1 versus Doku.
To be fair, Doku did cook him.
He didn't cook him. I know what he's talking about. Bro, he didn't cook him. Look at the take-ons. Go and look at the take-ons.
He cooked him, bro.
He cooked him. He never.
I remember tweeting in that game how that Doku was cooking him.
I'm big up Doku, on it, because big up Doku because I rate Doku. You know, I can't even just let Doku. But is it? Doku is literally the best one-on-one winger in the world in terms of going up against players one-on-one, right? So if that's the only player that you can mention as cooked timber in world football, you know you're talking about the best right back in the world. Because I can name you 5 players that have cooked Hakeem.
No. We all rate Timber. The problem is,
this
is what Arsenal.
But you can't tell me why James is better. Tell me why James is better then.
I just think he's a better.
Why?
Better right back.
Why
do you need to say why? I just think he's a better right back, bro.
Oh, okay. So I think that if you can just say things without defending your point, I think that Mateta is better than Haaland, and I can't justify it.
That's what you think.
And I can't. No. You can't allow people to have dumb opinions that they can't justify.
How is saying Reece James is better than Timber a dumb opinion?
Because you have to factually back up your point when you say it.
No, don't have to.
If I say Mateta is better than Haaland, but Haaland's got more goals, more dribbles, more take-ons, better hold-up play, then it's a stupid point. It's a stupid point.
No, hang on a minute. You're comparing Haaland and Mateta to Reece James and Timber and saying anybody that thinks Reece James is better than Timber is an idiot.
Can you tell me why James is better, please?
I just think all round, I think he's a better.
I would agree. As a complete player, he's better.
Based on what? Okay, Charlie, I'm asking you the same question. So give me the metric.
For me, he's better going forward in terms of goals and assists. I think he's better going forward defensively.
Goals and assists.
Yeah, he gets goals and assists going forward.
So does Timber.
But he's not going to get as many as Reece James does. Also, based on the fact that who is it? Rafael and Vinicius Jr. both said that Reece James are the toughest right back they've come up against. And I'm not hearing no top wingers saying that Jurrien Timber is the toughest player they've come up against. And for me, look, defensively, we're splitting hairs here. We're not talking about one being significantly worse than the other. I think as an overall footballer, Reece James is better because I think he's got more to his game. Timber, outstanding defensively. He is good going forward. But for me, Reece has got more all-round in his locker in terms of the offensive side of the game and the defensive side of the game. I think he's better offensively. And defensively, you could maybe say that Timber was a little bit better defensively, potentially. But I think people overlook...
Look, LB does a stream with Ashraf at some point in the week. I don't know what show it is.
He does.
Okay, he doesn't. Well, it's very coincidental that
he sent him to work with a celebrity like you instead.
Yeah, because Ashraf actually has the data to why Timber.
I don't need data. Why does everyone do data? I want to use my eyes, bro.
Well, thankfully, I don't know if you don't know the up.
Why do you want to use data?
I'll tell you why. Because if you didn't know, LB, everything that you see with your eyes can actually be quantified in the stat. Maybe you don't know that yet, but everything that you watch with your own two eyes can actually be. It's not bullshit though. It's just factually, it's not bullshit.
The Man United by Hoyland based off of data.
If I watch Doku
by Garnacho and all these man
if I watch Doku dribble past 4 players, that can be quantified in dribbles completed. If I watch Doku score a goal, it can be quantified in the stat. If I see him track back, you can track it on his heat map. Everything you watch with your eyes, you can track with data. Some data is misleading, I agree. Like chances created, stuff like I agree. But ultimately, big up Reece James and big up Timber, but Timber for me is a better right back.
And anybody that thinks Reece James is better than Timber's an idiot, yeah?
No, they're not.
That's what you said before.
No, I said we're not allowing people to have stupid opinions.
Stupid opinion. So apparently, chat now, yeah. If you think Reece James is better than Timber, that's a stupid opinion. That is absolutely incredible.
What is my opinion? I don't know that. Is it? Am I not allowed to have an opinion?
No, it's your opinion. And I said, if you think Timber's better than James, fairs, because I rate Timber highly. But this is what Arsenal fans always do, and this is why you're one of the most hated fan bases in the world. Is because you take an opinion and then you fucking inject it with steroids, yeah, and go and then start saying that like Timber is not just better than Reece James, which is fine, it's an opinion. You then say he's like clearer Reece James, and that everybody that thinks Reece James is better than Timber is an idiot.
Clear might have been. Clear might have been.
A minute, yeah. So now you've got the best right winger in the world. Now you got the best right back in the world. Now you got the best 6 in the world. Yeah, you got the best manager in the world. You got all these. You got the best centre back in the world. When are you going to win the quad? When are you going to win the first Champions League?
You're jealous. You're jealous of our players, and you sound like it, right? So you can
won anything.
Listen, that's fine. We've definitely won more Premier League titles than you. So make sure you know that, please. Yeah. So don't say we've not won anything. Our club's won more than your club.
We have HD when you won the last shot.
Don't ever try come talk to us like we're some scrub.
We have HD TV.
It doesn't matter what we had. Football didn't start when you were born. Football didn't start when you were born.
What's going on there?
What, dial up internet. I don't
know, man. What happened?
Listen, what we do know is that the majority of trophies Liverpool have won. What we do know is the majority of trophies Liverpool have won was before Hassan was born. That's what we do know.
Majority of the trophies you won were in the 30s.
Don't talk about us. Talk about you.
Your trophies was before Mussolini, and you're talking about me.
Listen,
at least my trophies were like
and I want to be clear for the stream. Maybe saying that James is Timber's clear was a push. I will hold my hands up for that. They're very close because James is a top right back. But my opinion is James Timber's a little bit better.
That's
only
fair.
because
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, only because
had you said that at the start, we wouldn't have had that whole debate.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe I said Timber going forward is.
So LB was right. You just made an opinion on steroids, basically.
No, saying that he's clear is an exaggeration. I agree. It's an opinion on steroids. But Arsenal fans do that stuff. Every football fan does it.
Arsenal fans do that sometimes.
We do. We rate our players. Big up our players. Doing it. Listen, bro, stop talking about like me like I'm the spokesperson for Arsenal, bro. I'm not the spokesperson for their fans.
You just did it yourself, bro. You just said Arsenal fans do that sometimes.
Now I'm hearing Doku prop.
Yeah, listen, you're doing Doku prop just to defend Timber. Fucking hell, bro.
Why? Doku's not a bad winger. That's what I don't understand. What are we saying? Doku's a bad left winger now. I said he's the best one-on-one winger in the world, and he is one-on-one only. I've seen him cook everybody, apart from Timber.
Anyway, guys.
Big up the stream. I need to big up LB, big up Charlie, big up Hassan. Love you guys and chat to you guys soon.
Nice one, bro.
See you. Anyway, guys, the quality of the stream just increased.
So that whole debate in the end was just pointless.
That whole debate is exaggerating how good Timber is. That's it. So with the Jeremy Doku in the chat, don't talk about me. I cooked Timber. Wow. So with Liverpool, you guys reckon we could be doing something?
Well, I think they do something. Well, the thing is that I've been speaking about, I actually don't think the Salah conversation is a Salah conversation. Yeah, and obviously I've been on the same page as Sam. But what you've got to realize here is yesterday, people are going, "Oh, Salah didn't play." Obviously, I cooked Hussam yesterday, on the call, but that was just for like banter. You know what I mean? When I'm actually being serious, I'd be serious. I actually feel that like people are saying, "Oh, well, Liverpool cut Frankfurt and no Salah, so it's Salah's fault. Yeah." Are we not talking about the fact that he changed the midfield? Are we not talking about the fact that the system was shifted? Yeah, which fundamentally is what I've been saying. Slot's been getting wrong is the system. Now, can you fit Salah into a system? Yeah, where he can. Well, that's up to Slot to find out. But I just don't understand why so many people, Liverpool fans and just football fans in general, are so quick to want to crash it on Salah. Like, when for me, it's clearly a system issue. And this isn't reactionary. This is what I've been saying to Hussam on this channel for weeks, that it was a system issue. And I said he needed to change the midfield and needed to change. Now, the system that he played last night, that's not the system that I personally would have played. But hey, he changed the system and it worked. You got a big win. So I think it's way too soon, personally, to be talking about Salah if it's like Salah's fault and Salah's not in the team now and that's why you're cooking. Maybe in the weeks ahead, in the months ahead, we'll come to that opinion that it is actually Salah. But I still don't see any evidence whatsoever that this is a Salah thing. I think it was fundamentally a system problem. I think Slot was to blame for the majority of the poor results with his poor system selections. And last night he changed the system and they won because you got good players. So I think that's the situation. I don't think it's a Salah thing. Like I said, is Salah an issue? We'll find out in the weeks or months ahead. But I think it's way too soon to be crashing on.
I think the thing with Salah for me is that I think we're at the stage now where with the players at Liverpool have signed them attacking positions, he doesn't need to be starting every game. Like, he shouldn't be an automatic inclusion, like first name on the team sheet every single week.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we're at a point now where he can absolutely contribute. He can absolutely play an important role, but he shouldn't be the first name on the team sheet and a guaranteed selection every week. And I think, Slot, we've seen Slot rotate and we've seen him drop him, against Galatasaray. He obviously didn't play the other night, but I'm pretty sure in the Premier League games, he started every one, if I can remember correctly. So I think we're at a point now for me where, look, outstanding quality, but unless you're going to get in the ball and play everything through him, then he is a bit of a passenger. And I do agree with Carragher when he was saying it the other night that he shouldn't be starting every week.
Yeah, he shouldn't be starting.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. We can't really pick and choose because we have to have a consistent argument. Meaning, look, Galatasaray, he was dropped. We lost. Against Frankfurt, Gravenberch didn't play because he was injured. McAllister didn't play. The two fullbacks didn't play. So we can't just pick out the one player that was basically dropped.
Of course.
So much
but
better.
He shouldn't be starting every week.
The third goal we scored from set pieces. The first goal was a unbelievable. By the way, the first goal was exactly what Henry was saying Jokers should do. Ekitike did it, which is drive thing and actually have a great finish. Now, the fourth and the fifth goal were all basically Wirtz's work and the Szoboszlai goal as well. So I don't think like Salah being on the pitch would have stopped any of the goals from happening. I do agree with LB. Like, people, we aren't sitting here talking about the double pivot because Curtis Jones has probably been like the best midfielder performance-wise for us this season. Him and Szoboszlai. Gravenberch last 3-4 games hasn't played really well. McAllister has been even worse than Salah since the beginning of the season.
But Gravenberch who's been playing next to McAllister, who just doesn't fit in that system that he was previously playing. He might fit in a new system when I was changing up the system, but the system that he was previously playing was not getting the best out of McAllister. And then Gravenberch was having to I felt Gravenberch would have to deal with McAllister's. I felt McAllister was a large part of the problem with that system, not because of McAllister's crap or whatever, because I didn't feel like he's fitted, that system, man. So I don't know. I just feel that like it wasn't it when was it that we spoke? Was it? I can't remember when we spoke about this or something. Yeah, but we said that like last season, it might not have been you two, fair. Last season when City went on that run, the difference between City last season and Liverpool this season is that last year, I didn't see how we could get out of it based on the players that we had available. And I said that after 3 games, this is not bullshit. Go and check my channel. After 3 losses out of the 13, I said we're fucked here, boys, because we can't fix the problem. Liverpool didn't have that problem. Liverpool had the solution. It's just Slot was refusing to fucking change the system. Last night he changed it. Bang, you get an easy win. So The question is now, does Slot revert back
Yeah.
to type this weekend? Or does he go, right, we've got to move into this new system and new era? Remember, when you buy all these players, you bought fundamentally different players. You've now bought Isak, like different type of striker. You've got Wirtz, proper creative player who needs to be in that 10 position. Like, I feel that, like, when you bought all those players, he needs to change the system. And I feel like he was still kind of like holding on to sort of last year's shape with new players, which was never going to work.
But it sort of feels like now this is the time for him to make this Liverpool team his team. Like, he can switch the system up. And it always feels like it was Klopp's squad last season. You know, Slot, you know, changes things a little bit, but it was the same personnel. Now he's got different personnel. He's got these big players, and he can make this team his own now. But as LB said, you know, maybe he stumbled across something last night. But if he just reverts back to type against Brentford this weekend, then it's showing that he's not really learning from his mistakes. So that's going to be the big thing. Maybe he will do that. And, you know, you've got to see if he's got, you know, the bollocks to make these big calls or to stick with these big decisions.
Yeah, because guess what? We play Brentford on Saturday. If he just runs, if he goes this Saturday against Brentford and goes like McAllister, blah, blah, blah again, and he's doing the same mistakes over and over again, then what have we learned from Frankfurt? Nothing.
Nothing, exactly.
But if he actually changes, by the way, that second half when Isak was substituted off and like we had Chiesa on the pitch, that's when we looked like at our best. When Wirtz was occupying, and LB will tell you this because I think me and him had this conversation twice about this. Bro, when Wirtz was occupying that space literally just in behind the forwards, that's where I want him to pick up the ball. That's where I want him to be. I don't want Wirtz to be right mid. I mean, the first half, yes, we scored 3 goals, but 2 of them were set pieces. So it's unsustainable to go like, oh, we scored 3 goals in the first half. Yeah, this is not sustainable. You know, and the first goal we scored was on the counter-attack. For me, the second half is the type of goals that I would look at Liverpool and try to go like, okay, these are the goals that I want us to score. You know, midfielders picking up pockets of space, creating for the forwards, creating for the wingers. And I think that's what made the difference to us in the end. Anyway, big up to all of you guys. Big up to everyone who sent in a super chat. Big up to everyone who's shown us love. Let's just get the likes up, guys, and subscribe. We're not going to keep you guys for too long. Just want to talk about City and Chelsea a little bit. You get me? Blue Brothers. We combine them in the same section. LB, I'm going to go to you first. Manchester City. You get me? Win again. Tough. I would say probably... To be fair, you know, the way Villa started the season, maybe people would say like it wasn't a tough game, but it's become a tough game, if it makes sense. Now you go to Villa away this Sunday, probably the toughest game any side has. How are you feeling about your season currently?
First 45 minutes against Villarreal, I thought were very good. Very good. Passed the ball very well, moved it very well. I thought it was, and John Stones went back into the middle of the parks, like the treble year. That was a nice little remontada. I thought it's some of the best football we played, man. Looked really, really good. Second half again, dropped off, man. This is a problem with City at the moment, is that we're looking good, but only for 45 minutes. So Villarreal, first 45 minutes, second half, not great. Everton, first 45 minutes, not great. Second half, really good. Monaco, first half really good, second half not. So I don't really know why at the moment we're getting a bit of a consistency issue in the whole game. But the you know, positive signs there. 9 games unbeaten for City now in all competitions, which is positive stuff. All our players are back from injury. Hudsonov's back, Aitnouri's back, Cherky's back. Cherky getting some game time, and then hoping to see him on. Things are looking all right, man. I can't lie, but you're all right. This weekend is a big test for us. Big test for us. And we have struggled against the better sides, man, in the last year or so. So it's going to be a big test. But I'm feeling confident, man. Haaland, just on it. He's just on it big time. You know what I mean? I think he's equaled Ronaldo's record or something I've seen.
Oh, yeah. Most goals in a row for club and country.
Most goals in a row. He's on like 11 or something for club and country or some shit like that. So things are looking good, man. We'll see what happens this weekend. Could be a tough game, man. But positive signs, man. Nico G, as Maverick says there, if Nico Gonzalez is injured for Villa, that's going to be a big blow because he's been really good for us, man. He's level. He's getting better and better, like since he come in.
Is Rodri back? He's not, is he? Did he play last night?
I think he's back next week.
Back next week.
Yeah, I think he's back for the Bournemouth game next week. Yeah.
Mate, how big do you think the John Stones thing could be? Because obviously, like, he's been injured so much, and as you said, you know, he was back into the midfield like in a treble year. If he can stay fit, which obviously is a big question mark, do you see Pep deploying him in that role for the majority of the season? And do you think that can make a big difference for you?
Well, he's not going to stay fit, so that's not going to
happen. But if he did
stay fit, maybe. But I don't know, because at the start of the season he was fit and he didn't do it. He was fit for like the first 3-4 games of the season, and he didn't.
Let me ask you both a question that involves both of your clubs. Big up to Ashwaq. I don't know if she's still in the chat. She is in the chat. So she basically said at the start of the stream, we need to ask Chelsea and City fans, do you both feel like you're sneaking under the radar a little bit, and you like it that way, basically?
I think City are, but I feel like City. So I think City are sort of like starting to attract attention now. You know what I mean? I think when you start going on like runs on that, we're on a 9-match unbeaten streak. People start to look at you there and go, "Oh, 9 matches unbeaten." And by the way, the 2 games in there that we drew, they were last-minute goals conceded. So like, you know what I mean, very close. So yeah, things are looking good for City, man. But I don't know. I still think there's a few issues, man. Like wingers, so inconsistent, man. So inconsistent our wingers, but. Do you just fuck him off and just play Mamouche? And
I feel like LB believes a little bit, but something is stopping him from believing.
It is. I tell you what it is, bro. Yeah, it's nobody seems to score goals in our team apart from Haaland.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Yeah.
People say, "Oh, it's not consistent," but it is consistent because Haaland scored 50 in his first year. Yeah. But
LB, who's your top scorer after Haaland this season so far?
I think it's Esteve.
It's who?
Esteve, isn't it? Plays for Burnley.
Own goals.
Yeah.
To be fair, the one guy in the chat that's consistently been calling this out is Eco Falls. He's a City fan and he's been calling this out.
It's just a bit of a weird one, man, because like I don't know.
But I'll do the Uno reverse on you. Didn't Liverpool rely on Salah too much last season?
No, I'm not saying we can't. I think anyone that says he can't is lying. I think
definitely can.
But it's just like if Reinders or Foden could just chip in with a few goals every 3 games, then I'd be like, yeah, that is there sustainable. You know what I mean? But at the moment, it feels like if you stop Haaland, which easier said than done, by the way, like, no one's going to score. But you know, we've been saying that since the start of the season. No one stopped him. He's only not scored in 1 game this season, which was Spurs. He scored in every other game for club and country. So we just keep doing our thing, man. If Haaland keeps scoring, we've got a chance. And by the way, as well, something else, that people need to stop speaking about, is City's defense. Yeah, I'm still hearing people talk about City's defense as if it's.
Now you're defending really well. Now I can't lie.
No.
But Donnarumma's made a big difference.
He has. Just a quick one. Yeah, disclaimer. I'm not by any stretch of imagination trying to say it's anywhere near Arsenal's level or it's amazing. Yeah, it's still not that great. Yeah, but it's a serviceable defense. Yeah, we've kept 3 clean sheets in a row, and I'm still hearing people like Igal and like other people say that it's a shit defense, and it's not.
It's not
is
shit,
it the best defense in the world? No, I'm not going to try to say that. Yeah, but like last year's defense was horrific. Yeah, it's not bad anymore. It's just a standard defense. So I'm still hearing people use last year's sort of like reasonings and applying it to this season when that is not the case. So things are looking all right, man, but just get a couple more goals from some of the other players. I think Cherky will have a big part to play in that, and then I'll be pretty confident.
When's he back?
He's back.
He's back already.
Oh, he's back.
He's had 2 games now where he's come off for the last 10 minutes after his injury. So I'd start him at Villa, me.
Oh, you don't think it's too early to start him?
Nah, he's been back. He was back before the international break. He just didn't play. He's come back. He's had 2 weeks of training in the international break, and then he's just played 2 10-minute camp. I'd start him, man. I'd start him, bro.
Charlie, do you think City are a genuine threat?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, of course they are. You know, like the fact that City aren't being spoken about much, that is an indication in itself that they are. That's kind of when they're at their most dangerous. You know, when you've got one of the best goalkeepers in the world in Donnarumma, when you've got one of the best strikers in Haaland, and you've got, you know, Rodri in midfield and whatnot. And, you know, you've always got a chance when you've got 2 top-class players at each end of the pitch. And so, yeah, they are going under the radar. As LB said, you know, they're unbeaten, 9-10 matches now, and they're quietly going about their business. They were, you know, seconds away from getting a win at the Emirates, which not many people would have expected. And I think they are going under the radar. I think they've got a massive chance. You know, this might not be the best Pep side. It might not be the most pleasing side to watch, but LB can correct me on this. But I think this is one of the most efficient City sides there's been in terms of getting the job done.
most efficient Haaland is what it is.
Yeah. Well, that for sure.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I don't know, man.
There's an efficiency about them.
I think this weekend's a big tell because we've struggled against any sort of decent team. Like, you know, I mean, we've won 7 games out of 24 against the top 6. Yeah, and I know they're not that traditional top 6 side, but they're a good side. So if we beat Villa this weekend, difficult place to go. And I think they've won the last 5 games. I think people then will be like, yo, I'll be 10 matches unbeaten, and you've just gone to Villa Park and won without Rodri. I think people will go, yo, that's pretty big. And I certainly will. I think at that point, I'll be like...
Yeah, because Villa are winning 6 games in a row now.
Yeah, so, I think at that point, we'll be like, yo...
remember at the beginning of the season when Villa were really ass.
They're playing tonight as well. They're playing tonight in Holland in Europa League. So that might help as well.
Rotate, won't they, I imagine?
They will, but it's still a game and it's still travel, which...
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah. It is. We've had 2 days off. Like, they've had, yeah. So, yeah, we'll see what happens, man. But...
okay, so I feel like we all agree on City. Does anyone here think Chelsea's sneaking under the radar?
No,
I wouldn't say sneaking under the radar for what?
Like title race?
No, I don't think so. Look, I think we're just.
But don't you think that's like you're 5 points behind Arsenal? It's not the end of the world.
No, we are 5 points, but we got to remember it's still only 8 games played, 8 or 9 games played. It's still very, very early days. What I would say is that we're now 4 games unbeaten, which, all right, it's not much, but for us, considering, you know, we struggle with consistency, struggle putting runs together, it's 4 unbeaten in all comps. And we've then got Sunderland on Saturday, which at home, which should be making it 5 wins on the spin in all competitions. And we've got Wolves in the Carabao. Then there's a big game away at Spurs at the start of November. We've got a run of games now where we should be looking to put, you know, 4, 5, 6 wins together on the spin. If we do that,
but guess what? City and Liverpool play each other. Arsenal have
you are right. But all I'm saying is all we can focus on is what we're doing, and we've got an opportunity now. The fixtures that we've got, where we've beaten Forest, we should be beating Sunderland, we should be beating Tottenham away. Then we play Wolves again in the league. That should be 12 points from those games. If we get 12 points from those games, then maybe I'll start to have a slightly different opinion. But I just think right now, because we haven't got a top goalkeeper and because we haven't got a top quality centre-backs, we're just always going to be that little bit short. Could we cause a few surprises? Sure. Could we go under the radar and get a third, maybe absolute limit, push for a second? Maybe. But I need to see a lot more from this team and a lot more consistency.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Elby, what do you think of Chelsea? Because you've been like anti-Chelsea this season.
I've not been anti-Chelsea at all. I said Chelsea 100% finishing top 4, top 5. Yeah, they'll get Champions League football, but I don't think they're. I think as Charlie said, they fucked their season up when it comes to a title challenge with their summer transfer window.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, Chelsea fans hated me for saying that. And it's kind of like, what do you want me to do? Like, you want me to say you're going to win the league with Sanchez in it? Like, are we doing that? You want me to say you're going to win the league with those 2 centre backs? You want me to say you're going to win the league when you sign Gittins and Garnacho? Like, you know, I'm like, bro, I like João Pedro. I said he was a good signing. I like Esteve. Yeah, not Esteve. Fuck you, what's he called? Esteval. Yeah, top player. Yeah,
Esteve.
You don't like him, Rick. Yeah, but honestly, man, like, I don't really know what Chelsea fans expect people to say.
Yeah, no.
What do you want to say then?
I don't. Bro, well, DJ, I don't know what you want me to say, bro. The guy asked me a question. I've not changed my opinion. You repeat the same thing every week on every single person's stream. What do you want me to say, brother?
We're not winning the league.
There's nothing to say about Chelsea. Chelsea will finish top 4. They won't win the Premier League. That was the situation. There you go.
We're not winning the Premier League. I don't get why.
1 point behind Liverpool, 2 points behind City. My point is, look, Chelsea beat Sunderland this weekend. Liverpool have a tough game against Brentford. Arsenal have a tough game against Palace. City have a tough game against Villa. You never know in the Premier League. And people keep saying, oh my God, this is the... And it's always United fans because of nostalgia and because they think that like Ferguson 20 years ago is the greatest thing in human history. So they always sit here and go like, this is the worst the Premier League's ever been. No, actually, it's the best the Premier League's ever been because anyone can beat anyone on any given day.
Yeah.
You know, so just because Liverpool will turn up to Brentford with Atletico, Wirtz, Salah doesn't give us the God-given right to beat them. Like, we have to beat them on the football pitch too.
Yeah.
Because guess what?
Tough place to go as well.
And blah, blah, blah.
No, Brentford away is a tough game. But yeah, I don't get why is it such an unpopular opinion to say Chelsea aren't winning the Premier League? I don't get that.
Apparently, it's all hate, bro. I don't know what.
No,
what
but genuinely, I really don't get it.
Hate. Apparently, I hate Chelsea
because I don't think people get onto me for saying Chelsea aren't going to win the Premier League. And I'm just like, well, what do you want me to say? Do you want me to just sit there, be deluded, and say we're going to win the league?
Yeah, what do you want me to do? I'm asking a question about Chelsea. What do you want me to do? Change my opinion just to say something different?
I think we're playing all right. I think we've got some exciting players. We're putting a few results together. But as I said, you've got to see a lot more over a much longer period of time before we're getting any sort of conclusions that Chelsea could challenge the Cities, the Arsenals, and the Liverpools. Over 38 games. Let's focus on winning these next 3. Let's get 12 points on the board, and then we can maybe reassess from there. But right now, yeah, we'll definitely finish top 4. If we can get into the top 3, then great. And let's try and pick a trophy up. I think that would be
next summer. Go and buy proven players instead of buying 19-year-olds.
Exactly.
That's all I said in the summer, man.
Yeah, I don't get why that's such an unpopular opinion. That's what I've been.
It's an unpopular opinion because some Chelsea fans don't want to accept that this season they ain't going to win a major. They want to believe and hope that there's a potential that they can win the Premier League, or there's a potential that they'll win the Champions League. It's hopium. It ain't happening. Yeah. And when you realise that this season is basically just a void season. Yeah. Now, what I would do if I was Chelsea is I'd full send the domestic cups. That's what I would do. I'd full send the FA Cup and Carabao Cup. But if you don't want to accept that as a Chelsea fan and go, no, we're better than that, we're Champions League and Premier League, then you won't like what I'm saying, because then you've got to accept that this season is just a dead season. But that's not my fault. That's your club's fault for buying shit players. You should have gone and bought legit players. Not my fault you've got 2 centre-backs that are poor. Not my centre-back that you got Sanchez in net, that you bought Gittins and Garnacho. That's ridiculous. This season, Chelsea just come off the back of a Conference League win and a World Club Cup win. Yeah, the morale was mad high. Everyone was looking at Chelsea going, shit. And then they went and had that summer. It's a disgrace.
It was a missed opportunity. It was absolutely a missed opportunity.
It was a missed opportunity.
The same that I said all summer. But so I don't think we're going under the radar. I think, look, if we can put a run of wins together and then let's reassess it in sort of after another 4, 5, 6 games. Maybe it's a slightly different situation. But right now, I think Chelsea, I said we finished 3rd at the start of the season. I stick with that. But I think we're on the right track to close the gap on the league winners. But yeah, we're not competing for the Premier League. And if we can get a domestic cup on the board, then yeah, I take that as a positive step in the right direction. But yeah, no, I don't think we're going under the radar.
Take it because that is a good season considering the shambolic window you had.
It would be a good season, yeah.
But your fan base needs to be putting pressure on your board to sign legit players.
No, we need to get a top goalkeeper in the summer, and we need to get, I'd even look at getting a goalkeeper in January if we can. We need a goalkeeper, we need centre-backs. And
centre-backs and goalkeeper. And I'd say a quality winger as well, personally.
Potentially. Yeah, well, we've got Quenda coming next summer. So that, I mean, again...
Come on, Charlie, man.
No.
Is he over the age of 20?
No.
No. You want to know the thing is, like, with all these kids, bro, some of these kids are gonna turn out to be ass. I was so honest with you. Like,
some of them definitely will.
I genuinely remember still Liverpool fans saying that it's okay to sell Sterling because we got Jordan Ibe as the replacement. I swear to God, guys, that was a real conversation.
Were you saying that?
Listen, I was delusional, like the Chelsea fans. But now, 10 years later, I'm a grown man. I understand football a lot more. You get me? Because I've been through so much pain.
To be fair, though, I do agree. Not all of them.
Estivao, let me give you an example.
Yeah.
Me and LB both will tell you Estivao is class. The problem is, you buy, me and you tomorrow, buy 10 youngsters. How many of them will be Estivao level? How many, honestly? Like 1, 2 out of 10?
1, maybe 2. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what are you going to do with the rest of the 8?
Well, the casino signings, bro. That's my problem with when you buy these young players.
That's basically what the whole transfer policy
is. What happened is here, yeah, Charlie. I'll tell you what's happened. Yeah, unfortunately, we have a growing population of football fans who grew up on FIFA and Football Manager, right? And what happens is when you buy young players on these games, yeah, they always just go up. They always go up,
always unreal. Yeah,
they never go up a little bit and then get to 22 and then just go down. They always go up. So what's happened is these people have been infected in their brains, and they go, "Oh, let's just buy young players, and then in 4 years' time they'll all be world class, and then we'll win everything." Unfortunately, lads, that's actually not how football works.
No.
Because football isn't FIFA. Yeah, and this is why in the summer you should have gone and got proven ballers. Yeah, to mix in with some of your youngsters, and you'd have a better team instead. You hunkered down on it. You went on the same strategy, continued to buy young players and development players, and that's why you're not going to win it. And all I was saying in the summer, which I don't know why it got me so much stick, is that Chelsea should go out and buy some proven players.
Well, I think that's what a lot of people were saying, myself included. And you're right. You know,
your fan base weren't.
I know, but there are certain.
Your fan base weren't. He's right.
No, I know. I don't understand why. It don't mean you don't support the team or anything if you like think the transfer window weren't good or whatever. Like I just don't get why there are a lot of Chelsea fans that, you know, thought the window was amazing and thinks that we can win the Premier League this year. Is it impossible?
FIFA career mode merchants,
yeah.
bro. That's
what is it impossible? No, of course it's not impossible.
I think it's impossible.
But is it high? It's highly unlikely. And
I think it's impossible.
Well, I
for
mean,
Chelsea to win the league.
Yeah, impossible.
I give Arsenal 40%, Liverpool 30%. City 20%, no, City 25%, Chelsea 5%.
I think it's impossible.
But when you say impossible, though, impossible is like more like Brighton.
Well, okay. They've already dropped points here in 4 games, right? They got Arsenal coming up in a few weeks' time, right? I doubt they'll get any points. That'll be what another game they'll probably drop points. I think it's impossible.
Chelsea, but what if Chelsea gets something against Arsenal? Will you change your mind?
No.
Man, that week's massive, by the way, because that week, right, we play Barcelona at home in the Champions League in the midweek, and then we play Arsenal at home on the weekend.
I think it's impossible that they win the Premier League.
I bet you miss playing FC Noah.
Well, mate, to be honest, the Ajax game
just rotate the whole 11.
No, the Ajax game last night, we made 10 changes from the weekend, and it was like a Conference League game. Ajax was so bad. I mean, look, we played decent, but Ajax were terrible. It basically was a Conference League match against them. But obviously, yeah, for other games, we're not going to be able to make that many changes in the Champions League. Well, you can make that many changes, but you're not going to get the results that you're looking for. But yeah, look, we still got some tough games coming up. But yeah, the Ajax game was a decent performance. But yeah, probably the easiest Champions League win you're ever going to get.
Okay. So let me just grab these 2 supers before I end the stream. LB, Chelsea won many majors being mid. Write us off. I'm going to do this because LB is laying back on his
What does that even mean?
Like a bad bitch.
Chelsea won many majors being mid. Like, what majors have you won being mid?
Well, I suppose maybe he's referring to Champions League in 21. But we weren't.
Enough, yeah, and this is documented on my old channel. Yeah, when you got Tuchel, I said I fancy Chelsea for the Champions League. No cap, it's on the channel.
But I mean, to be honest, we weren't mid. We just had a mid attack. But the midfield and the defense was unreal. The attack weren't great, but the midfield and defense was a joke.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
LB, the reason he got stick is because he spent all year ranting, saying not signing Osimhen means no top 4. You then ranted about our pre-Club World Cup window. Funny guy.
You ranted about our pre-Club World Cup window.
That little 10-day window, whatever it was, you know, when you could sign players in the 10 days before it started.
Why did I rant about the pre-Club World Cup window? What happened there?
Well, I can't remember what happened there. I think
wasn't that the Manyan saga?
Oh, it was the Manyan saga, that, yeah. And then
so that wasn't a complete embarrassment, no?
It was an embarrassment, yeah.
So I'm not allowed to talk about that. So Chelsea fans say it's embarrassment on the panel, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. Yeah. I'll tell you what, yeah, all these fans, all these Chelsea fans are so rattled that I'm right. They all know I'm right, but they don't want to accept it, because to accept it, they're accepting that their season's over before it even begun, and that's a pretty disgusting place to be. So I'll just keep coming on here rattling all the Chelsea fans every week, and at the end of the year, when they don't win the Premier League and they don't win the Champions League, I'll accept all the apologies. Yeah, £5 super chats a time. Yeah, there you go, Hassan, man. I get you rich, bro. So that's what I want to see, man. Because again,
I'm trying to get you rich, but you just don't want it. We'll speak after.
Yeah, but hang on a minute. Bring up this chat by
Who's it?
JJ321. Bring up the chat from JJ.
This one?
No, the normal chat. It's
JJ.
Yes,
This
JJ. No. Yeah, right. I congratulated Chelsea for this, and when everybody was playing down this win for Chelsea, saying, "Oh, it's a shit competition," I actually didn't say that. I said, "Nah, respect Chelsea for doing it." My point is that Chelsea should have then used that win to go and capitalize on it, go and buy proven players, and come into the season with a real sort of intensity and aggression to go, you know what? We ain't just winning the Conference League and the Club World Cup. We're now going to go and win the Premier League. And that's what I was saying. What you went and did, you didn't go and sign a goalkeeper. You signed no centre-backs. You bought a load of kids and Garnacho and kittens, and you expect me to be like, oh, well done, Chelsea.
Do you know what the frustrating thing is, LB, right? There were players there that we could have signed that could have made a difference. We could have got Mark Gurhey, we could have got Donnarumma or Mignan, and we could have got Victor Osimhen. If we'd got three of them four, then we would be a serious outfit, and I wouldn't be speaking
about Chelsea like I am doing now.
This is exactly it. And that's the only thing. It's very, very simple. Like, it's really not that difficult to understand. If some Chelsea fans think differently, that's fine, and they're entitled to their opinion. But the reality of the situation is that it was a big missed opportunity this summer to follow up on the Club World Cup success and go and get some top quality proven players to complement what we've already got. And it feels like it could well be a missed opportunity, and that's it. And that's not controversial. I don't understand why anyone thinks that is an outrageous thing to say.
Well, we got to a fair conclusion at the end. You get me? Regardless, big up to every single one of you guys. This was an unbelievable stream. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. I'm going to redirect you guys over to Footy Judge Mo. Go tell him Hussam Raid in his chat. Go subscribe to Blue Brother CFC. It's LB, more LB. And by the way, more LB, Saeed Bingo has to be one of my favorite things to watch. Actually, one of the most best ideas, you get me, by LB. So big up to all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. I might be releasing a video regarding Mohamed Salah in a bit. You get me? So check that out. And there's the tactics show with Tom and Mike later.
Oh, you're getting the tactics board back out, bringing it on screen.
Yes, we're getting it out. We're getting it out even after a win. You get me? So big up to all of you. And subscribe to Staffy TV as well, despite the fact the fraud overslept. See you guys later.
That's fraudulent.
He won this week.